Welcome back to the program. Now let's bring you some of our stories in brief. The governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress in Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has condemned the attack on his convoy during his campaign program to Abeokuta North local government area. He said if not for the swift response of the security man himself, and many of his supporters would have been seriously injured, if not killed, by the armed political opponent who was trying to break into his convoy, allegedly during his campaign to the area. He said he was just trying to tell the people about the programs and policies of the APC government when they attacked them, and everybody had to run for their lives. Elsewhere, the Independent National Electoral Commission is planning to probe the federal government's trade and money scheme for possible violation of campaign finance laws. Addressing journalists after addressing senior officials of the Federal Road Safety Corps in Abuja, Chairman of the electoral body, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, explained that the commission would study the public comments on the scheme and assess whether or not the federal government violated the campaign finance laws. Over in Imo State, our correspondent Itokwe Kuteyi tells us about preparations for the political parties to signing the peace accord. Over to you, Itokwe.
As the general election draws nearer, INEC in Imo State has lined up several activities and meetings to educate electorates on the need to collect their PVCs and also shun violence during the election. In its last meeting, INEC says it still has over 300,000 uncollected PVCs in their office. Just moments ago, INEC scheduled a meeting with chairmen of all political parties and their candidates to read out the peace accord document and thereafter fix a date when this peace accord document will be signed. INEC in Imo State says it's delaying on the signing of the peace accord so they could get the actual and final list of candidates who are contesting in the forthcoming general elections because of the various litigations after the primaries. On security, according to the Imo State Police Command, they are in partnership with all other security agencies in the state to train personnel on the role of security during the election, especially on election guidelines and crime prevention during the election. Don't forget that political parties are intensifying efforts ahead of election, canvassing for votes and moving around the 27 local government area of Imo State. It's exactly 15 days to the election, and only the electorates will decide who will govern them through the ballot in the forthcoming general elections. Itokwe Kuteyi, Channels Television News.
Many thanks, Itokwe, with the latest there from Imo State. Well, let's go over to our Abuja studios. We've been joined by the retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Mr. Kaide Theophilus, to discuss some of the issues relating to security ahead of the elections. Thank you so much for joining us on Lunchtime Politics today. First question, is it impossible for the federal government to shut down internet access? Is it impossible? Let me ask that again. Is it impossible for the federal government to shut down internet access in Nigeria?
I don't think it has gotten to that extent.
No, is it impossible?
I don't know the reason why they should shut it down. It's not actually affecting the election now. So there's no reason why federal government should shut it down.
So you're saying it's not impossible, or it is impossible? Would there be a reason for the federal government to decide to shut down the internet space?
That's what I've just said. I said I don't think it is necessary because there is no any reason why they should shut down any internet access now. Because I don't think there's anything in the country that has called for that now.
So you're saying that there are some instances that the federal government can decide to shut down security, the internet space, in this regards? Perhaps national security?
Actually, if there is need for federal government to actually shut down any, because due to security reasons, I think they can do that. But as at now, I don't think there is no reason for that, for federal government to shut down internet access now.
I'm asking that because take Zimbabwe, for example. The country shut down the internet, and in response to some demonstration, nationwide demonstration in that country, President Mnangagwa announced fuel prices that doubled, and this is amid increase in food prices in the country, and that happened. And also, flowing from the allegations of the River State governor saying that this appears to be what the federal government is planning with INEC for the forthcoming elections.
What I'm saying actually is that as at now in Nigeria, there is no reason, even despite the fact that we have fake news in all the social media, being carried by social media, fake news all over. But there's no reason, because we haven't reached that stage where federal government will think that, oh, it's now time to close the internet because of this reason or that reason. Apart from the fake news that are being carried every day on the social media, I think that is just the only time. That one is not enough reason for federal government to actually shut down shut down the internet.
Earlier, the National Security Advisor said that recent intelligence reports have indicated plans by some individuals and groups to instigate violence during and after the coming elections. Are you aware of that?
If actually there is reason for that, I don't think, because federal government knows everything that is going on as far as security is concerned. And I don't think there is any reason, if there is any reason for actually federal government to do anything, to actually shut down the internet because of one reason or the other. I think they have the right to do it in order to actually safeguard the security of the nation. But anything apart from that, if you do that, it seems as if you are trying to the human rights aspect of it. You want people to start talking again.
So in one sentence, if you can, what should security agencies be doing to safeguard the elections? One sentence.
Pardon?
What should security agencies be doing to safeguard or to ensure there is a violent-free elections? In one sentence, please.
Okay, please, there are a lot of things, because we have our mandate as contained in Section 4 of the Police Act, where we're supposed to protect life and property. And we have to also get the prevention and detection of crime. So these are part of our mandate in which the police is charged with. And it's supposed to do this work during the election. And also we have the other areas where police will come in during the election, like this, most of the electoral offenses during the polling, during the real election day, like people fighting, snatching ballot boxes, and all of that things. These are some of the things that they can actually prevent. Police will be there to prevent during the poll.
We would like to thank you for joining us on Lunchtime Politics. We know that we'll talk to you in the future, in the run-up to, of course, the elections. That's how we wrap things up on Lunchtime Politics. From Channels Television, your home for the news. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker.